Cathie Wood has seen a lot of short-term trends in her career. She guessed that commodities would crash, which did happen as the lumber prices are almost back to their pre-pandemic levels. Aside from this, ARK Invest ETFs have also gained some ground as she estimated after the correction that she also advised about 2 months ago. However, Cathie is even better at seeing long-term movements in the market. Some examples of this would be when she spotted the beginning of the internet in the 80s before the dot-com bubble, and saw the development of all 5 innovation platforms made by ARK. Right now, Cathie Wood has returned to inform us of the most daring predictions that she has made, possibly in her lifetime. In this video, I will show you which sector Cathie thinks is going to experience 130 times growth and how this growth would affect the other sectors of the market. Welcome to the Bulls and Bears channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content. Now let's go back to the video. Innovation is not a new concept, and it's not the first time that older products are replaced by newer ones. As an individual who likes to study innovation, Cathie Wood can understand the S-curve, a pattern that is mostly found in innovative products. At its core, the S-curve shows the shape of the innovative products from their introduction to the time they destroy and rebuild their inefficient counterparts. In an S-curve, if a new product is worse than the old one, slow growth is likely happening. However, when costs go lower and innovation happens, then growth rapidly increases for a time before slowing down again. At the start of an S-curve, not a lot of people understand the potential for success of a new product. For example, Cathie saw the earliest version of the internet when she studied various industries that no one would even want to look at. New products usually have many doubters at the start, like how EVs were viewed 10 years ago. The S-curve is not a new concept in the US and all around the world, since this has already happened with the telephone, the internet, electricity, dishwashers, microwaves, and air conditioners. However, Cathie assumes that it is slightly different at this time because innovation platforms are merging to facilitate rapid growth to new levels. Based on the findings by ARK Invest, the 5 innovation platforms of our time are robotics, blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, genome sequencing, and energy storage. You might realize that these sectors are not only replacing the old sectors, but are also converging with one another. An example of this is how genome sequencing is merging with robotics and artificial intelligence to change the way we view certain types of diseases. Cathie thinks that these platforms would merge and assist each other to speed up the growth of each S-curve. However, as I stated earlier with new products, innovation platforms have their share of doubters. For example, in the world of genomics, a lot of people don't believe that genomics would be our future. This is understandable because only a few of us are genome experts to begin with. However, genomics is going to tie itself to other platforms soon. There are many areas where today's innovation platforms overlap, but there is one area that Cathie sees, in particular, that would serve as a catalyst in which all other innovations would follow. This particular area is the autonomous driving platform. You might think that autonomous driving is still around 10 years away. These ideas aren't a surprise to anyone. Just like the start of all S-curves, autonomous driving is worse than human driving. It therefore perpetuates slow growth and makes people think that the project is a waste of time. In 2019, it is estimated that the autonomous driving market is valued at around $54 billion. By 2030 or 2031, Cathie Wood thinks that the autonomous driving market would value at around $7 trillion annually, which would be 130 times increase from its current value. So what makes her confident in this estimate? Firstly, autonomous vehicles are becoming better each month. At the point where autonomous vehicles are at least twice as better as human driving is where the initial rapid growth of S-curves would begin. Initially, not a lot of people would trust autonomous driving, but as autonomous vehicles continue to improve, the adoption rate on the S-curve will rapidly grow. It's not a question of if autonomous vehicles will be better than humans. It is a question of when these autonomous vehicles will become superior to human driving. While human driving is superb, it still has major flaws and is already stagnant, whereas autonomous vehicles are becoming more skilled each day. This is comparable to the stagnation of the internal combustion engine when compared to electric motors, which are getting cheaper, quicker, and more efficient as time passes. In due time, EVs will achieve a nearly full adoption rate. We are just not sure when it will happen. Because there is a large market that has opened up for autonomous driving, a lot of automakers have begun the race to achieve this technology and allow for full self-driving. In the US, Cathie sees Tesla as the industry leader for full self-driving. Although, it should be noted that Cathie thinks that there could be other winners in the market in other parts of the world, like Asia or Europe. Tesla's focus is currently on the US market when it comes to full self-driving, and an automaker's success might ultimately depend on whether it can keep up its pace, utilizing LiDAR technology that only functions in geofenced areas. Autonomous driving is not the only area that is going to be more mainstream. There is one idea and innovation that is really important for people to understand. In physics, escape velocity is the velocity that is needed for a particular object to escape a planet or the object's gravitational pull. Cathie uses this concept and applies it when looking at S-curves. She calls the start of stage 2 in an S-curve as escape velocity, because once stage 2 starts, then the new product literally takes off. Escape velocity usually happens when a new product has around 10 to 20% market share. And it just so happened that the pandemic sped up a lot of products to enter the market and have the qualifications to be considered as an escape velocity, like electric vehicles and e-commerce as prime examples. In Cathie's point of view, EVs have benefited from the pandemic, and sales are about to go beyond analysts' prediction at a rapid pace. There will be a drastic change in how we see the world as these innovative platforms continue to improve. Electric vehicles, genome sequencing, artificial intelligence, robotics, and autonomous driving are all challenging multiple sectors of industry. Autonomous driving is challenging human transport. Electric vehicles are challenging internal combustion engines. Artificial intelligence is challenging basic human tasks, logic, and analysis. Robots are challenging human labor. And genome sequencing is challenging traditional pharmaceutical companies. As of this time, we don't know when these S-curves are going to explode, and this is where your discernment comes into play. All of the things I've mentioned are not financial advice, and you should always do proper research before coming up with your conclusions. So what do you think about Cathie Wood's prediction? Do you think that autonomous driving would blow up and become mainstream in the future? What do you think will be the product for the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell to be updated on our new videos. See you in our next video!